I'm in Bermondsey. I've been here for about 2 years in an old biscuit factory. I don't really think about creating an atmosphere. I'm just really fierce with myself about coming into the studio and just hopefully good things happen. I usually get excited to start a painting when I notice some connection between the contemporary and the historical. I will sort of pinpoint the two and gather as much source material as possible that would connect the dots, pulling in lots of different types of imagery from different places, whether it's film or adverts. With the Wallace commission, I knew that I wanted them to have this different composition to them. They complement each other. I feel like it's nice to have two works that I'm able to pour different research into and have different thoughts about. I like to work across different paintings at the same time. They solve problems for each other and they sort of feed each other in a nice way. I think the scale has a huge impact on my creative process. There's something about the canvas towering over me that makes me kind of want to attack it, and it's really exciting. I find the possibilities of oil paint really compelling. It stays wet for so long and you can sort of stretch it, remold it and change what's happening. When it's dry and you're working new layers on, you can almost work indefinitely. Boucher has a very specific colour use that I think is just so beautiful. With these works, I was really keen to make sure that the colour felt quite contemporary and felt more digitally based, just to have a sort of synthetic look to it, I suppose. Every colour is individually mixed. Boucher has a lot of paint on the surface. That's one of the things I like about his work, is the sense of this abundance and eroticism that comes through. But there's also something about his mark making that is almost repetitive. They're very decisive marks. I'm very conscious of what the brushstroke is going to be. I sort of imagine it before I approach the canvas to make it. I use lots of sponges to sort of drag through the paint afterwards to try and sort of increase the pace. Trying to have areas where the brushstrokes almost feel like subject matter and they almost take on a 3D form within the space. And you can just see the paint and enjoy the paint for itself. We've called this display Language of the Rococo. For me, it's going to be very exciting to see the paintings in this decorative scheme and see how the frame activates the painting and what the context does to my work. In the same way that the pastorals are sort of this nice ideal that doesn't really exist, I want my paintings to have that same sense of the surreal going on and this sort of imaginative fantasy land, a sort of fakeness.